I'm convinced some women just want the wedding day and not a marriage.
Married?
Yeah.
You were married?
I was married. I was a married woman.
What?
Yeah.
How long were y'all married?
Not long, probably 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Such a great guy, amazing guy. But we just didn't want the same things in life.
Okay.
He was okay with just love and, going to church and having a family, going to work and raising kids. And
You
I was
feel like you
I
wanted
want more.
way more. Yeah, I get that.
And I shouldn't feel bad for wanting more.
Did you feel like you knew y'all weren't on the same page before you walked down the aisle? So why'd you do it? What was the reason?
That's a lot of pressure.
Okay.
When a man proposes to a woman, that's a lot. And in front of people,
I didn't want to let my community down. They thought this was beautiful.
look, I gotta say yes. After that situation, I'm gonna tell you what you don't want to hear. Because someone should have told me.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna put that responsibility on them. But if someone would have been like, hey girl,
This ain't.
you're not even happy right now.
He was happy.
Yeah.
Man.
And that makes it harder.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you have someone that loves you. But at the end of the day, love is not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough because love is a choice. Are you gonna?
So you heard her say her womanese, saying that he's a great guy. They've been married for 2 years, and he's the one who wanted to be in love and family and church and God and all these great things, but she didn't want it. What did she want? She wanted to be a bop. That's exactly what she wanted to do. She wanted to be out in these streets. She had FOMO. I don't know how old she is. She looks in her mid-30s. I'm not gonna cap. But it just goes to show that a lot of women just want the title. They just want I'm married. Somebody cared about me enough to get on one knee and propose and do this whole big wedding thing, and they don't even appreciate it. And it's funny to me because a lot of women will pray the Ciara prayer and want to Russell Wilson, and when they get him, they don't even know what to do. They say, oh, that's the boring guy. Like I always say, nice guys finish last. So after they finish running the streets, that's when they want to settle down with that nice guy. Gentlemen, don't be the nice guy. Be the first choice. Always be the first choice, because they'll do like this. They won't appreciate you. They will say you have no value, and they'll leave. Then they go back to the streets and get ran through again. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. And all I want to do is ask this young lady one question. And you want to get married. Pack it up.
I, 28 female, made a joke with my husband, 29 male, and it's costing me my marriage with a man I truly love. My husband and I have been married for 4 years now. I truly do love him. I can't see a life without him. I took some stupid advice from some of my girlfriends regarding a joke that they have done with their husbands. The joke is basically telling your partner that you want a divorce. I never wanted to do it and thought it was cruel to do, especially to someone you love. Stupidly, I did it last week, and my husband's reaction wasn't what I thought it would be. I honestly thought that he would try and talk to me or beg or make suggestions like my friends' partners had done, but he didn't. We had dinner and we were watching a movie when I told him, I'm not happy anymore, and I think we should get a divorce. He looked at me for a couple of seconds, and I swear, it looked like something broke in his eyes. Came out with a bag and walked out of the house without saying a word to me. I told him it was just a joke, but he basically just brushed me off and walked out.
Marriage even worth it? It's not. It's not. At some point, you're gonna realize that it's always best to just be alone. Because I've been married for about 7 years, and I don't even know if this is worth it.
After speaking to thousands of people at the end of their marriage and I asked them why their divorce ended, I get a lot of things. Vices, not being seen, not being heard, money, debt, all these things. So you kind of get an idea of what people are going to say. I'm watching this video and I'm thinking I know what she's going to say, but I hear the opposite. And I'm very confused on why she's not happy with her marriage. Check this out.
And I have a good man. I do. And that's not the point. You really do lose yourself. You lose your sense of individuality, your sense of peace. I'm just going to be even to a good man. Like, you're gonna lose something, and I don't think it's worth it.
And then she says that, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's being smothered, maybe there's kids, maybe she's got a special needs kid where she has no time to herself, she doesn't have time to express herself, do her own thing. But her profile is titled, Diary of a Happy Black Woman, Young, Child-Free, and Selfish.
Just don't think.
So, she is going out, she's doing things.
Meant to live in a...
They travel. They go to expensive restaurants. They're experiencing new things.
In my life as a child-free, selfish, beautiful young woman.
So I'm confused. I'm very confused.
Always had a dream of like getting out of my hometown, like city, and moving on, like moving forward. Like life is supposed to be an experience. Like we're supposed to be doing new things and traveling and.
But you are.
And all that, and I do. I do. At some point, like I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Like always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, always.
That's marriage.
It's always somebody else. You're never alone.
That's always having to check in on somebody and always having to consider other people's feelings. I mean, that is a marriage, in my opinion. That's a general relationship. I'm starting to get an idea on where this is all stemming from and why she's unhappy. I'm going to save that to the end of the video, but it's becoming clear.
I really want girls to know, like, even if it's absolutely worth it, I don't think it is. Even if you found the most perfect man, it's not. I'm sad with a great man. Maybe it's just, like, not my personality. And, like, I know girls are out there that, like, dying for, like, a relationship like mine. Like, it can scare me, but, like, it's like, imagine living a fairy tale, and it's nothing like.
Am I the for telling my wife she can't have it both ways? We've been married for 9 years. We're in our 30s and have 2 kids. For the most part, I think our relationship is great. We don't really struggle with jealousy or insecurity or like usually anything until recently. I know this makes me sound horrible, but I never really got along with one of her friend groups. These are some of her work friends she started hanging out with about a year ago. Nothing really against them, just don't really think it was my crowd. It's 2 married guys and 2 women who are divorced, one recently so. And the few times I've come along with the wife to hang out with them, it was mostly work talk, and I didn't find that particularly interesting. So usually I just stay home, care for the kids to save money on the sitter, and let my wife go. But I was clear with my wife that I just didn't really enjoy that particular group. And while I encouraged her to go out and socialize, I just didn't want to come. She was fine at first, but then the group started pressuring her into bringing me as the guys started bringing their wives around and one of the gals found a partner. So she was starting to feel awkward coming along without me. We argued for a bit, but after a few times, she said it was important to her that I come along, so I agreed. Well, to my surprise, it turned out I get along really well with one of the guys' wives. We just hit it off immediately because we're a very similar type of geek. So we just talk about TV or movies or anime while the others did their thing. I thought I cracked the code because now whenever spouses were invited to the hangouts, I could show up and have a good time, and I thought it'd make my wife happy. It did not. Instead of her being happy that I'm coming, she's now acting jealous and saying that it's weird how close I'm getting to the woman. I told her that it's not weird. She's just the one person I get along with well in the group outside of her. My wife asked if I would make more of an effort to not just interact with her, and I said no. I again said that the choice was hers. She could invite me to the hangouts or not invite me, and I would respect it.
Show me a 10 that's complaining about being married, please. I would love to see a 10 complain about being married, because at the end of the day, we got all these girls up on here complaining about marriage, and they solid 4s. Hence Cardi B. Y'all talk about, oh, Cardi before the surgeries was a solid 2 to 3. Damn. Maybe even a 4. But she got her nose done, her face done. She got good money now. So Cardi looks completely different. You know what I mean? And just like a lot of you girls, y'all come on here with your lace fronts and your long eyelashes fluttering and your lips done and all this other stuff done, thinking that you a baddie. You're not a baddie, baby. Take all that off. Take off the clown makeup. Take off that funky lace wig. Take it all off, and let's see who the real baddies are. Because I love to tell you right now, you not. Everybody want to come online like, oh, you're a baddie, you're a baddie. Women love hyping up mid-females for whatever reason. And you know, men be in their DMs because they easy targets. You know what I mean? So it's like, y'all sitting up here thinking y'all something when really y'all not nothing.
There's a lot of women out here doing a lot of stupid stuff. And they're learning the consequences or they're receiving the consequences behind the stupid stuff that they do. A lot of modern women follow behind their friends. They sit up there and tell men how they're boss babes and how they got it all together, and you're not gonna be able to stop me. You're not gonna be able to stop me. I'm so powerful. I'm strong, and all of the positive affirmations and all that stuff. Good for you. You do all of that. You tell yourself, I'm a leader, and then you go right about you go right out there and you follow bad advice. It'd be one thing if you was following actual leaders, like people that are actually doing something that's positive. But for some reason, modern women, they pick the worst people to follow. The absolute worst. If you was following somebody successful, then at least maybe one of their slip ups could be like, go make $1 million. Oops, I didn't make $1 million. I made 5,000 though. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't make $1 million, but I slipped into 10,000. At least you would stumble into something good. But these modern women are stumbling into stupidity. You about to lose your marriage.
Am I the only female that'll crack their homeboy if he wasn't my homeboy? Like, if we didn't meet 10 years ago and just build this amazing bond, I would out of you, man. Like, if I would have met you in the gas station yesterday, bro, got to know you a little bit, you would have got. But unfortunately, you're just my homeboy, so yeah, can't do that.
She said it, not me. She, not me. Whoever are friends with this young woman, I hope you can accept her admission of guilt, because she's having certain thoughts and possibly even certain feelings about the visuals. And for the fellas that have girls that have male friends, you might want to reconsider, because this is always right around the corner. Shoulder to cry on becomes, well, y'all know the rest. But, you know, when it's all said and done, fortunately for y'all, you ain't gotta listen to shit I'm saying, because I am just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
Because they'll never tell you the role that they played in the breakup.
He was not satisfied at home. I don't know how many different girlfriends he had during this time, but I think there were quite a few. Young women, listen to my advice. If you're married and you think you're happily married and your husband starts to cheat on you, he's a piece of shit. And look at him as a piece of shit and get out of it. Get out of that marriage. But I couldn't do that. Couldn't walk away.
Didn't you have an affair early on in the relationship, or when you were a broker?
Yeah, but I don't think Andy ever knew about that.
He did say he knew about it.
He did?
Yes, you would confess to him.
Oh.
He says he didn't stray from the marriage until you told him you had already strayed.
Oh, that's not true. I don't think.
Stop lying! Stop lying!
But what happened? You had an affair?
I had a very brief affair with a very attractive Irish man. And it was just nothing.
It's a dirty game. Stay focused though.
Here's my hot take on a girls' night. Girls' night is not girls' night. Please stop lying. Dressing up in skimpy outfits, saying I'm doing it for my girls, I worked hard all week, I deserve this. No, you're not. You're actually chasing outside validation and attention from men who are not your husband or your boyfriend. Let's be real. That is not empowerment. That is pure disrespect. This has nothing to do with insecurity at all. This is about respect. Respect for your man, respect for your relationship, respect for yourself. If you're fully committed, why put yourself in an environment built on alcohol, hooking up, and attention? You do not go fishing where you do not intend to catch. A real girls' night, in my opinion, that is pajamas, movies, laughs, deep talks, maybe some wine, not parading around bars, clubs, or where single people are on the prowl. Call it for what it is, temptation and destruction. If you think that's innocent fun, then you do not have the first clue about loyalty. Respect is a choice, and choosing to avoid those places is how you prove where your loyalty really stands.
How did you find out?
It was like a friend that we hung out with in a group for I think like about 3 years or so. She talked to him and he talked to her behind my back. So then the girl that was with that guy at that time, I found out from her because she sent me messages that they deleted from each other. So it hurt.
Oh my God.
Really, really, really bad because I'm a guy of respect, you know, and then that's kind of disrespecting me.
And you were in love with her?
Yeah, I was. I mean, she was my first, and then I thought she was my last too.
What was it that
Damn!
made you want to cheat on him?
I don't know, like I always told him, like when we started being together, I was like, I hate cheaters because I got cheated on before too. I think it was just more environmental factors, like how I am with my family. Like I'm just like this perfect person. And then I think I always wanted to like self-destruct, self-sabotage. But he was like literally everything I ever had. Like he was the best person, like best boyfriend. He treated me right. Like our love language was very different, but.
Hey, Tat, this goes to show you can do everything right for a woman, bro. And it will be a that can tie his shoe a different way. And she will say, you know what? I want that.
Okay, listen, this is just a reminder that men are disgusting and they do not care about half the that you think that they care about. They do not care about the little things that you obsess over in your head.
We barely talked all day, and then I texted him. I was like, hey, do you want to call? And he just goes, can't. And I said, okay, we're good, right? And he just said yes. And then he didn't snap me or anything for like 4 hours, and I just sent him a snap asking if he wanted to like see what I was painting, because I'm painting. I was like, hey, do you want to see what I painted? And he just left it on open. Like, I'm not forcing you to date me. You don't have to be with me, okay? Just tell me so I'm not like wasting my time anymore.
And you were? You don't get it. There is a darkness inside of me. It wants to get out, wants to walk around. It wants some walking around money, and it wants to buy some shoes, and it wants to walk up with the people and say, hey, Gator don't play no You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no.
If a woman has the attitude, what do I need men for? My assignment is answer that question. So what do I need men for? I've done a lot of informal surveys. I'd ask the women, think about how many women that you know are for you, they're your friends. How many women does it take to make you feel as safe as one man you know is for you? And I've watched them, and they're thinking and thinking and thinking, and then they start to shake their heads. There is no number of women that makes a woman feel as safe as one man that she knows is for her. If a woman is leading with sexuality and bringing out take energy in men, they're either scary or she's sure she can manipulate them, but she's still not going to feel safe. Where if he's charmed and enchanted by her, which causes a man to care, you guys closely guard caring. Something else I learned from men, you know it's your biggest expenditure of energy. And it has this paradox. Women think men are simple. Men even say men are simple. No. Not caring can feel like freedom, but not caring can turn into, I have no purpose. My life is shit. It's not for anything. Right? And then men have said, when a woman needs something from me, I have a purpose.
Apologize for being late. My wife just... All right, we've got a lot on the agenda today, so let's begin. Yes, Matthew?
Hey, I'm so sorry. I mean, your wife.
Yeah, well, as you might expect, the pain's unlike anything I've ever experienced before, but we've got a lot to do today, so let's keep moving, okay? Next question, Jim?
Can I ask what happened to Janie, I mean?
Jim, what happened was it was a car accident. We can't just bring the entire nation to a halt because of it. So does anybody have a question for the president?
Is there anything I can do to help?
Cards or flowers can be sent to my office, thank you.
Do you need anyone to talk to or someone to help you with anything?
People, this subject is not on the agenda today. Believe me, there's nothing I'd like more than to drop down behind this podium and weep. But I can't do this. Why? Because I'm a grown man, I've got a job to do, and so do you. So I'm going to take one more question on the matter of my wife, and then we're moving on, okay? Wilson?
Have you told Bobby and Megan yet?
Well, the children were in the car with their mother at the time. They're at Georgetown University Hospital. Bobby's in a coma, and Megan lost her legs. Okay, next question.
Ladies, stop comparing yourselves to us. We are not the same.
Do women really like bad guys?
Man, I think about it sometimes and I'm like, my life would be so much easier if I just liked nice guys, right? If I liked guys who were honest, guys who were kind, generous, thoughtful man who's gonna bring me flowers or something, I don't know. You know, if I liked guys who just went out of their way and thought about me. The bare minimum. If I just liked guys who gave me the bare minimum, that would be awesome. But I am a little bit more below than that, right? I like liars. I do. I'm gonna admit it. I like men who are gonna treat me like I do. I like men who are gonna go out of their way to make me jealous. And then they come back and I'm like, babe, why'd you do that? I like to feel something because I'm a pretty happy person, pretty peaceful person on my own. So when I have a guy come in and up my life and make me feel something, I'm like, I love this. I love this. This is so great. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay, I didn't ask for this life. I didn't choose this life. This life chose me. Okay, I didn't ask my dad to leave. He just did.
You know, I think we're coming into an age. We're not coming into an age, but we're in an age where modern women are just on their worst behavior. They know they're on their worst behavior. They know they're not supposed to be doing the stuff that they're doing. They know that, but they don't care. I'm gonna keep on doing it anyway, because that's what I want to do. And I want you as the man to allow me to do it. Period. End of story. You should be man enough to allow me to go out there, crack another dude, get absolutely done in by another dude, and be like, you know what? It just had to happen. That's still my baby though. Come on, man. That Adam 12 type stuff. I don't know, man. If that's what you like, then that's what you like, I guess. But I don't know, man.
You know, I see why men are staying single, because look around. We have women out here bragging about not cooking, not cleaning, not taking care of their home, not being soft, and not being supportive. And then expecting a man to show up as a provider, leader, planner, protector, and lover, while giving him absolutely nothing in return. And yes, I will be the one to say it. A home needs a woman who actually enjoys being a woman. A woman who takes pride in making her home feel warm and peaceful. A woman who loves her man in the same way that she wants to be loved. That is not oppression, that is care. Men are tired of being treated like a walking wallet. Tired of disrespect. Tired of begging for affection and a little peace. So, they are choosing to stay single, not because they hate women, but because they are looking for a woman that values her role just as much as his. And honestly, I don't blame them, because relationships only work when both people show up and give.
Women think the relationship is all about them. They do. Everything is centered around what she wants. And if that's fine, in her mind, everything is cool. And she does not care what the man is going through. She don't care what his challenges are, or any of those things. So what ends up happening, the male believes that he keeps the marriage together because if he goes to cheat or whatever, like those 41 shades, for different reasons, they left you with the marriage because the marriage was all you wanted. You didn't actually want the man. You wanted the marriage. You wanted the fairy tale. So the man feels that he gave you what you wanted. You wanted the marriage. You wanted the money. You wanted the kids. You wanted all of this crap. And never consider what he's mentally going through. Never considers what he invests into the relationship. A lot of men deal with this. And so what they end up doing is getting things outside of the relationship. And what? The woman is still mad.
Every man that I've been with has always paid for everything.
You got a man now?
Not right now, no.
Why not?
Because I live in Miami, and I told myself I wanted to be single and learn how to properly love myself and focus on being alone for a little bit.
Tell me what happened in your last relationship. Why y'all not together?
It was a great relationship. I feel like finances became an issue. Like he didn't do so well financially.
Oh, listen, y'all hear that? Read in between the lines.
No, but he still was a great guy.
Whoa. I hear you. But I'm just saying, read in between the lines. When the financial trouble started with him is when you said, you know what, I don't know if I want to be in this relationship.
Well, for me specifically, I felt like instead of him relying on working with me to make money when it was starting to get low, he chose to use his friends. And that wasn't a team.
You see what happens when your bag get low? And this is why I say this. Let me tell you something. Let me give you my perspective. I tell dudes this, right? The reason I'm not going to do anything for a woman for a long period of time is so I know if she like me or do she like my money. Because a lot of people, they get married or they get in a relationship, and as soon as they fall off, the woman is no longer happy because they didn't really like you. They like the lifestyle. If I want a woman to like me, I can't provide a huge lifestyle for her because she might fall in love with the lifestyle.
I think women are so power hungry, and now that they've been given power, it reveals what women actually want to do. Because I just don't think our nature is very good.
Yeah.
I think our nature is like terrible. And so now they're like, here, you terrible people, here's a bunch of power. And they're like, yay, let's be whores. I'm going to leave my husband and I'm going to my kids. See you guys.
You make a good case. I can't really argue against
like
you.
I just don't think our nature is very good. I just don't like, sorry, I don't mean to push back.
No, I don't think most people's nature is very good though.
Well, especially women though. I think women's is way worse. It's like not even like, I feel like men's nature is like this bad and women's nature is like that bad. Feminism just weaponizes men's, how good of people men are.
Okay, let's hear this.
Because what they'll do is the women are like, please, we want to work. And the men are like, shut up, fine. Here you go, honey, I want you to be happy. And they let us go work. Boom, she's the boss. Cooked. And then they say, look, we don't want to have a kid we don't want to have my kid. I don't want to force you to have it. So they're like, okay, here you go. And they're like, let's get all the kids. And we just keep doing this over and over and over again.
When a man decides to reset his life, the first thing that he does is not about jumping into the gym. It's not about changing how he looks at all. He restricts access to himself. He becomes more selective with who gets access to him, who gets access to his energy, who can reach him, who gets access to him emotionally. He starts to pull back from people that literally drain him. He will stop explaining himself. He will stop entertaining chaos. He stops giving unlimited access to people that add pressure to his life instead of peace. He restructures his circle, his priorities, and his schedule. Let me be clear, this is not because he's cold-hearted. No, he is focused now. Now, we all know that men are emotionally intelligent. They don't cut people off because they're angry. They cut people off because they are done bleeding out in places that cannot heal him. When a man is in his reset season, it is all about him guarding his peace. We all know when a man is protecting his peace, everything in his life is about to blow up.
Calling you to say goodnight, bare minimum. Calling you pretty, bare minimum. Taking you on dates, bare minimum. Getting you flowers, bare minimum. Meeting your friends and family, bare minimum. Not
a lot of anger there. Those are healthy relationship behaviors she's criticizing, though. Let's talk actual bare minimums. I'm Max Butterfield, Dr. Max Butterfield. I study this kind of thing for a living. 3 main bare minimums you should look for in a relationship. Number 1, do you like him? Number 2, it's an easy one. Number 2, does he like you back? Again, simple. Number 3, is he kind to you? If you have those 3 things in place, you are 90% of the way there to a good relationship. What really gets you over the top? Are you growth oriented? That is, are you looking for each other to be perfect right out of the gate, or are you willing to put in the work to grow together instead of growing apart over time? Follow me for more insights about how to do that. And again, let's not criticize healthy relationship behaviors.
I'm waving a symbolic white flag, okay, ladies? I know I've been hard on you for the past couple days, and I want to have a serious conversation. The reason why I am so passionate about this topic of women seeing men as human and not just the butt of some joke on social media is because I used to be like y'all. I used to laugh at all the jokes and repost the videos. I followed Drew and haha, men suck, yeah. And then I was in a relationship with a man who, for all intents and purposes, was very good to me. And I didn't respect him. And I ended up cheating on him. And I felt terrible for that. And I didn't want to hide behind my emotions or how he made me feel or whatever. I had to put that on myself. I had to take accountability for that. I had to go to therapy for that. I had to realize that I was wrong, and the way that I saw myself in relationships and the way I saw men was not right. So I started talking and really listening to the men in my life, asking them questions, trying to see how they see things, understanding their perspective, watching male content creators, trying to hear them out. And what they said made a lot of sense. And I realized that these women were not being respectful towards men in the same way that they wanted respect from men. And I didn't like that. This all happened with my brain fully developing, so maybe some of the girlies just aren't there yet. But here's hoping that one day you learn to realize, if you haven't already, that men are people too. Just like women can be bad, men can be bad. Just like women can be good, men can be good. And here's hoping we all get to that realization eventually.
Boy, which one of y'all started complaining about the women going to the men's restroom? This is crazy word. Got us in line because y'all feel some type of way. Equal rights.
Did they really just say equal rights? As if that was some sort of gotcha moment in this particular situation? Oh dear. And personally, I do find it rather amusing when individuals like to use words seemingly without actually understanding what they mean, but I digress. But equal rights in this situation does not mean that the women need to have access to the men's restroom, because they have equal opportunity by having equal access to their respective restrooms. Now, a person could argue, I suppose, that there should be more women's restrooms, but that would be something to take up with the owner or manager of that particular facility. But the real question is, if the line was longer for the men's restroom than the women's, how many women, in the spirit of equal rights, would be willing to let the men in their restroom with them?
You know, out of all the foolishness that you hear, it's good to know. It's good to know that there are some women out here that actually move through the world like they have some common sense. You know, a lot of these men, a lot of men say, you know, I just, they ain't nothing you can do with them, man. There ain't nothing that you can do with these women. Nothing. I gotta step back. There's nothing else I can do. I'm tapped out. And modern women, they sit up there and act like they don't know what's going on. Until you have a woman that comes on here and says, you know what? Now that I think about it, I understand what you're saying. Now that I think about it, these women do be acting crazy. And some of these women have even switched sides and start dating the women that men are talking about. And they say, you know what? The men weren't lying. I thought they were. I thought they were just being dramatic because they didn't want to do what the woman told them to do and they wasn't putting forth any effort. But I went all out because I'm a woman and I know what women want. You know what regular, average, everyday women that are not entitled, that don't have an attitude or godlike complex, you know what they want. You don't know what these modern women want. You were woefully unprepared.
That is disgusting, and that is a problem.
Put a shirt on. I care because the younger generation's getting ruined by girls that think it's okay to dress.
I also believe in God. I'm a Christian. I go to church every Sunday. So no.
Church on Sunday, dress like this on a Friday night.
God wouldn't want men to speak to women like this.
I'm saving the world.
No, you're not.
I am. Yo, cameraman, get off a ring bet. Get off a ring bet.
That's not.
It's not right to have morals.
Honestly, I'm open to constructive criticism.
Then you shouldn't have a guy on the side of the street telling you to put a shirt on. Your friend should be telling you to dress more modestly.
No.
If you want constructive criticism.
That is very much like something that a man that doesn't care for women or their well-being would say.
I don't care for girls like this. When you're out like disrespecting yourself, why should I respect you?
You walked past me and said to put a shirt on. That is disgusting, and that is a problem.
It's disgusting.
You need to go to church. You need to be real.
Typical woman talking over me. I can't speak, but only you can speak. I don't get to speak yet.
Yeah, your life.
I've seen you on TikTok, bro, and IG. I don't get to speak yet.
It's disgusting.
You're disgusting.
Yeah, she's disgusting, didn't it? She's disgusting. Bro,
thank you.
I watched your videos,
bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro.
What is the process for a woman to check themselves? Because I hear this all the time from men. They be like, bro, women don't take no accountability. So what was it like for you to say, I'm gonna take accountability, I'm tough?
I had to look myself in the mirror. It was argument after argument. And the arguments was the exact same argument of, let me lead. You know what I'm saying? It can't be two head of the household, you know? And once I got into my Bible, once I got into my word, it was like, let that man lead. You know, it was the same argument repeat all the time, the same thing over and over and over. It was us clashing like this. Why? Because I was wanting to run things, because that's what I was taught to do. But then when I realized it was affecting my marriage, and I didn't want to be a single mom, and I wanted my kids to have a different life from me. I wanted them to have a mom and dad in the house. It was like I had to tighten up. It was like, if you want this thing, close your mouth. Close your mouth. And I know a lot of women is like, we living in a day now where, it's a lot of, the type of energy, a lot of, I ain't gonna go there. But, my marriage was what was important. My children was important. Them living in a 2-parent household was important. And if me closing my mouth is gonna save it, then I'm gonna close my mouth.
Hi.
You're so beautiful.
Oh my goodness, thank you. You're very sweet.
Are you single?
Am I single? Why are you single?
Of course.
I'm much older than you.
I love that.
That's okay.
I love it, yeah.
How old are you? Let me gauge you. What's that like? What's that gauge? Let's hear this.
How old am I?
Yeah.
I don't know, you want to guess?
Old enough to know better, young enough to do it again.
Wow. Wow, I like
that. Do you live in Beverly Hills?
No, I live in Miami, but I'm here all the time,
Okay, well then take my number.
Yeah?
Hold
Okay.
on 1 second.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I interrupted.
No. It's my friend. She knows. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Sorry, she's super hot, so I had to...
Oh my goodness, I appreciate it. From one.
I love the Rolex, too.
Thank you. From one hottie to another, that's right.
I think I have the same one. Mine might be different.
I like it. It's a
Where are you
good
from?
starter model. I grew up in New York and New Jersey.
Oh, yeah?
All over. Little Swedish, Irish.
You're Swedish and Irish?
Yes.
Oh, man. I don't know any Swedish.
What was your name?
Saeed, nice to meet you.
Saeed.
Or you can call me a future husband.
Saeed Yales today. That's right. Have a good one.
Yeah, I love you. Bye. You love me too?
I like that.
Thanks, bro.
Good job, bro.
Thank you.
This is just a PSA that I could never be married to a man that sleeps in.
Why? Would it be such a bad thing if a gentleman actually got some rest?
I could never be married to a man that sleeps in and sleeps in longer than I do. And neither should you.
I always find these sorts of videos rather enlightening because it tells you a lot about the type of person that would say that, because they apparently don't see their partner as a person that deserves to take time for themselves, because instead of sleeping in, as was in the descriptor of that video, they should be up building a shed at 7 a.m. But let me remind a lot of you that agree with this lady's statement that if a man said this, that would be a whole different story, wouldn't it? It wouldn't go over so well. Because if a guy said that a woman should not be sleeping in, that she should be up cleaning the house, making breakfast, or any other number of various tasks, they would be going after him in droves. But as long as a woman says it about a man, well, that's okay. And some even consider it to be funny.
You're my homeboy, but you're still a man, so there are things that I expect from you even though we're not in a romantic relationship. Let's get to it. Number one, if you are in the car with me while I'm getting gas, you are pumping my gas. I don't know why that one's controversial.
I'm gonna stop you right there. As a female friend, you get 0 special privileges. 0. You're the homie. You're the same thing as my homeboy at this point in my life. You understand what I'm saying? Just because you're a girl doesn't mean I'm gonna treat you any differently than my homeboy. If I'm in the car with my homeboy and he pulls up to get gas, am I pumping the gas? No. What are you talking about? You can't expect me to treat you like the homeboy, but then also treat you like my girl. Like, I'm not doing that. This is what I'm talking about when I say women don't view men as human beings. They view them as, women put men in 2 categories, okay? 3 categories. You're either their father, their servant, or you don't exist. Those are the only options you got for women. You're either their father, their servant, or you simply don't exist in their reality.
So let's nip this man versus bear conversation in the bud right the now. The question is, would you rather be in the forest alone with a man or a bear? Not a or a bear? What percentage of men do y'all think are rapists? That's what's really getting to me, because y'all make it seem like it's a 50-50% chance. Like, oh, he might be, he might not. Have you lost your mind? And before y'all answer that in the comments, because it is a question and I do want an answer, what percentage of men do y'all think are rapists? And when you answer, I want you to put it in the form of a sentence of the men that are in your life. So that way we can bring this back to reality. So I want you to say, of my 3 brothers, 2 of them are. Of my 6 male cousins, 3 of them are. Of my 5 male friends, 2 of them are. I want you to give me those numbers.
It's ridiculous. I can proudly say out of all my 5 brothers, none of them are rapists. That's why I would never choose the bear. I'm not stupid. The bear will not ever protect me in any form of way. All I am to the bear is food. So why would I choose to be in a forest or be alone with a bear? I'm not stupid. Harsh truth about women.
Just remember that broke women want men to take care of them because they can't take care of themselves. Remember that newly found religious women have just finished their hoe phase and now they want to settle down and use their manipulation through religion to control you. Insecure women want men that they can control, manipulate, and use. Broke women are always the loudest about men that can't provide because they cannot provide for themselves. Women who want nothing in a relationship lack ambition, which means she will likely every single one of your dreams or ideas that you've ever had. Remember that women that want control, if you have children with them, will also control you through your children. A wounded woman is a woman looking for a father figure because she grew up either with a dad or fatherless. A woman who never respects you will always cheat on you, and there is no exception to this rule. Women that believe that men cannot bring peace, it's because they cannot bring peace themselves. So it actually makes them anxiety driven and insecure about their abilities to bring you peace. So she'll likely bring you chaos.
Nah, no funny. Y'all know who y'all remind me of? Them scamming Habibi that be calling my phone trying to get my social security number, talk about something. Yeah, we got it, but we need you to re-verify. Nah, you tell me, and since you know it, then them switch on you mad quick. Just give me the social. That's how y'all be. Talking to all nice, then you randomly ask for some money to ask you like, why I gotta give you money? I just met you. Just give me the money or you'll never see me or me. Shut the fuck up. I know sick that had they dick in your mouth. You're a cum dumpster. What am I giving you money for? And the funny thing is, y'all will be respected more if y'all would just be upfront with it. Like, y'all are prostitutes. I think y'all are in an identity crisis. Y'all are like the who wear scrubs at the hospital and push garbage cans around and swear that y'all are nurses. Y'all are janitors. The only thing you're scrubbing is room 107. Let's get that very clear. If y'all would just not do, y'all do everything a prostitute does, but don't want to be called a prostitute. You know, in y'all bios, when y'all have in there girl mom, Kaylee, and Alyssa's mom, Deshawn's mother, also put in your bio you're a prostitute too. Y'all don't know what that is? That's you.
And I can go back to what I think it was on the Willie Moore show. The lady was saying, I don't know her name, but essentially what she was saying, and this takes somebody who has sat back and thought about what it is that's going on. She sat back and said, we're having the same argument over and over again. And it probably wasn't the same exact argument verbatim. It was probably somewhere around the same idea, somewhere around the same concept. Some of the same phrases keep on getting thrown out, maybe a different way. Some of the same actions keep on happening. And I'm starting to sit back and notice a pattern. We keep on arguing about basically the same thing. So I had to sit back within myself. Remember, Kevin Samuel said, self-awareness is sexy. A lot of modern women don't really care about it. A lot of modern women believe that they are self-aware. They believe because they can see somebody else crying and cry with that person. That makes them that makes them more emotionally mature and intelligent. No, it just means that you're ready to cry on command. That's it. You having a good cry? I'm ready to have one too. But she did what a lot of men are asking a lot of modern women to do. Step back. Jump outside of yourself for a moment. What's going on with everything else? What's going on with everybody else? What's going on with everything else? Oh, I'm not the only person in the relationship. How can I be of service to this person? How can I work with this person? Now I understand, and now I can be a better husband or a better wife. But modern women, they don't like to take accountability, so they'll never even get there.